Hey everybody, it's Walker at Full Spectrum Laser, and today we are doing the 1 hour build. I'm here alone. I'm going to try to answer questions on Facebook if you guys have any. And if you haven't joined us before, the 1 hour build with me, Walker, is where we take one of our projects, like this guy, and cut it and build it, if need be, in front of your very eyes. So this project, obviously it's just a decoration. It's holiday words in the shape of, a stocking. We're going to have one of a wreath, and the other one I haven't decided yet, but those will be available soon. So we're going to watch that cut, and then after it's been cutting for a while, we're going to answer questions, come back, and I'm going to talk about return on investment with your laser. We had a good question yesterday. I have a laser, but I don't know what to make. I want to make money with it. And the laser is not only a good toy for personal use, but it's a good tool to add to any business as an asset. So we'll come back, talk about that, and then we will jump right into cutting right now. I'm a bit tired. It's 11 a.m. I'm sure you East Coast guys are having lunch or had lunch. Anyways, we'll go to the cut right now. So this project is going to be made out of 3mm acrylic. It can be made out of wood. Essentially any material you can cut. Doesn't depend on the thickness. Doesn't really matter. We're not going to be putting anything together. This is just going to be simply a hanging wall decoration. You'll see something like this at your Michael's, Joann's, something of that sort, where they have these little cutouts. I think they're like $10-12, and they look really cool, and believe it or not, they're actually kind of hard to design. This is a lot harder to design than something that needs to be notched together. You didn't need to make sure that everything is touching when it comes to the font. It's not easy. It's definitely a skill set that those guys that make those for those mass stores, they definitely have built that setup. So again, if you guys have any questions, I know it's early. Normally we do these 2 or 4 Pacific time, but yeah, I'm here. If not, we'll just watch the laser go. So this is cutting at 25 speed, 100 power, 100 current. We're going to do one pass, and it should be good. There's a lot of little details in this. Acrylic's nice because you don't have to dial in the power setting as much with acrylic as you do wood. If there are fine details, you want to worry about not doing too much power, because then you might melt some edges that need to be nice. We have 5 viewers. Hello, 5 viewers. Thank you for joining us. Today it's just me and Charles. Charles is the man behind the scenes. He doesn't want to come in camera. I don't know why. Thank you. 3 more for joining us. Makes a total of 8. We are here for you 8 viewers. Oh, 7 now. Back to 8. 7. Oh, we lost someone. Oh no. Down to 6. fslaser.com Alrighty, let's talk about the seasons of making. So we have the seasons of making sale. It's going to be $1,000 off a Pro Machine. That's a pretty good deal. That's the season of making. 'Tis the season of giving from Full Spectrum Laser and me. And yeah, we have that. And then we also have our weekly contest. If we want to bring up the weekly contest, we have a weekly contest where we have specifics that we'd like to see. I believe this one is show us your holiday project. Even if you've cut out one of our projects or you've made your own, share it with us and you are going to enter the contest, and you can win up to $250 off your next purchase or a free lens. That's not just a replacement lens, which if you have them used, I would suggest getting a replacement lens or even a 5-inch lens or a 1.5-inch lens to change any output that you want. You can play with your laser more, and it just makes it more useful. And the more useful, the better. So, weekly contest. And let's go ahead. Let's keep the cut and scene a little bit, but we'll start talking about return on investment with your lasers. So we had a good question yesterday. It was, I have a laser, but I don't know what to do with it when it comes to making money. What should I make? So my answer is always chase your passions. I wouldn't be here if I didn't have a passion for making things. So always chase your passion. One of my passions is motorcycles. I love motorcycles. I've always loved motorcycles. And how does that apply with lasers? Well, I'll show you my motorcycle if we can bring it up. So this is my motorcycle seat. This is leather that I vector marked and then cut out the pattern. Now I just put some alchemy symbols. I like just the idea of alchemy. So I did that leather seat, and that took like, I want to say 40 minutes for the whole thing. Not even that. I wrapped the seat. That's my CB 450 1974. It's work in progress. It's cafe racer style. I love it. And I've done some things with the laser for it. So if we go to another picture, this is the tank strap. So this is on top of my tank. I designed and cut the leather with the laser cutter, and there's also a metal piece on there that I cut with our fiber laser. I riveted that onto the leather and strapped it down to my tank. A lot of people do the tank straps for their motorcycles. It's mostly for, looks, kind of change it up, but you can also strap things to it, saddlebags, something of that sort. And then last but not least, we have my mirror. So that's a bar end mirror. Those are very popular with the cafe guys. And I just rastered over the anodization of that mirror. So it's revealing the metal. Now your hobby series isn't going to etch into metal, but it will etch into anodized aluminum. So these are just some things. If you have a passion for something and you want to make stuff and sell it, follow that passion. These are just some examples that I have, because I have a laser at home. I don't necessarily sell things, but I'm constantly using it to add to any project, if not make the whole project for it. So that's just my opinion. Follow your passions always, and that will make you money. And even if it doesn't, you'll be happy, right? It's all about being happy, Charles? Yes. So that was a quick spiel. We have 10 viewers now. Thank you for joining us. Sorry I'm a bit under the weather. It's been a long week. My nose is clogged. Can't breathe. But we're still making it. Any questions, any comments, feel free, guys. We're also going to start something where if you guys have an awesome idea about making something with the laser, we're going to send that idea over to me, and I'm going to take and accept that challenge. If you want to say, hey, I want to make some crazy octopus light fixture. Walker, can you do it? I definitely can. I will. And I'll blow your mind away. So we're going to start doing that after the holiday season. We're going to accept any challenges you guys have for our weekly project. So come up with ideas. Any questions you 11 viewers out there have, feel free. That is why I'm here. There's no such thing as a bad question. If you want to know what's going on, what is a laser cutter, what is a vector cut, what is a vector mark, what is a raster, what is a CO2 tube, why is it different from other laser cutters, anything. Tough crowd, tough crowd. Somebody ask a question, Charles? Ask me.
How about a good limp base to write acrylic drawings? Something without acrylic gear to buy the main things for.
What's the question? I don't know why I'm not seeing the comments here. I don't see anything.
Joy says that she's about to buy a muse and she wants to know any tips because she's making handbags using cork fabric. Are there any tips in cutting?
Oh, so Joy's making handbags with cork. Any tips on that?
Cork fabric.
Cork fabric. Joy, congratulations on your soon Muse purchase. Any tips with cork? Cork is fairly straightforward. It's just going to be like wood. It's just going to have a lower power setting. Now, I don't know if you're going to be backing the cork with any sort of fabric for strength, but I would definitely suggest it because cork itself isn't too strong. But as far as it comes to designing with cork itself, I would just keep things nice and spaced apart. You wouldn't want small 3mm material. Parts of the design where it could easily rip there. So I would definitely be cautious and aware of your actual material's strength. And that is the best outcome. That is the best advice I could give for using a material like that. Just know its boundaries and its limits, and then design accordingly. John? John says hi. Hello, John. My mom says hi. No. I'm surprised she's not blowing up my phone though. Alright, so you'll see that we're doing the final outline of this actual design. What's kind of cool about this design is until it starts doing that outline trace, it just looks like a bunch of random shapes. Then it finally shows up that it's text that makes sense. Who? Dennis. Hello, Dennis. Thanks for joining us. Charles, we need to get you on here, man. Yeah. How live are you? Huh? Oh man, I'm finally seeing all these comments. Yeah, finally. Oh, now I see the microphone. I did the Snowflake by Jeff. Dee Dee, thank you for the compliment. I'm essentially yelling, so my voice has to go over the machine. Jeff, I did use Inkscape for this design. I always use Inkscape. The only time I ever hop into Illustrator is to do something fancy like warp text, maybe wave some text, but that's about it. I know Brooke, Ruben, and Nick themselves all used Illustrator, and Charles as well. So Inkscape's fine for me. Yes, Jeff, we are early today, but we also have a Wednesday with Walker at 4 today as well, and we'll be doing 2 one-hour builds tomorrow, and then I believe 1 Friday. Christy, challenge monogrammed chandelier with tea light holder, designing one now, let's compare. That's a good one, Christy. I'm up for a challenge. So it's gonna hold tea lights and it's monogrammed chandelier. So is it hanging like as a chandelier, or is it just the shape of a chandelier? It would be kind of unfair if you've already made one and then you show me it and then I try to top that. That's not cool. How about a good LED base to a light acrylic drawing? Something without a cord. Where to buy the LED? Oh, okay. Rod asked about an LED base for those acrylic pieces that slide in and light up from the bottom. Yeah, we could do that. We've actually already designed something like that. If you check out our Instructables, we have an old design. I think I designed that, probably one of my first designs. I always say that, but it was one of my early designs when I got here. It's a LED base where you just, you can fit in your LED top and then light it from the bottom. So you don't have to buy those LED plates that people buy. I think they're like 11 bucks on Amazon. So that is designed, if you check out our Instructables, I believe it's Instructables /FS Laser. So we're just about done here. Alright, almost done. Finishing touches. Now getting this guy out is going to be kind of tricky. They are fairly fragile if you want to make them in acrylic. But, what's the runtime on that? I believe it's like 15 minutes. So, there we go. You just punch out all these little guys. They'll pop out. It'll be a frenzy. I'm sure the kids would love to do that. And yeah, we have the stocking holder. We'll also have the wreath and something else. I'm thinking a tree. I don't know yet. We'll see. So, we cut something. We didn't necessarily build it, but we don't have to. We'll have this this file available soon, along with our other files that we did yesterday. So we have the Christmas cards. These are simply paper. We have the present box. We have the picture ornaments. Beautiful little baby Reuben right there. And yeah, so join us in a couple of hours at 4 for Wednesdays with Walker. We're going to be talking about science of lasers and aligning your machine. We're going to go through with Pro Machine as well. So stay tuned to that. We have 1 hour builds this whole week leading up to Christmas until the 12 projects of Christmas are done. So join us then, and until next time, keep making.